All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 57. I'm your host Taylor, and I'm of course joined by Anthony Dennis.
How are you doing on this awesome day?
Doing good. How are you?
That's good. Yeah, not too bad. Been playing some Ace Combat, of course.
Yep.
I managed to pick that up pretty early, or like a couple of hours after it was released, and loving it so far. Not my favourite one, but it's pretty solid, I'd say.
All right, cool. Also joined by Andrew. How are you?
Puxatani Phil didn't see a shadow. That means we got spring coming early this week. Party time. Woo!
And I'm sure Omar appreciates that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be warmer this weekend, but it's going to get cold again.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Anthony, turn down your keyboard.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Just uploaded keyboard with volume sliders and whatnot. It'd be pretty funny.
Someday.
Yeah, someday.
I'll take the cap keys off, but
There you go. Yeah.
Then did you for like Christmas or something? Did you like silent overing
Silent
input on the bottom?
Yeah.
Of the cat? Yeah.
Just do
Perfect.
exposed switches. That's the way to go. Just
Oh yeah,
memorize
that's
the
right.
keyboard.
It's fantastic. All right. So Anthony, you've been on Ace Combat 7, but Andrew, what have you been playing this past week?
Not much. Not anything at all, really. I played a little bit of Tetris sometimes at night, kind of chill. Played a bit of Rainbow Six the other night. I forgot how much I liked that game.
Yeah.
That game's good. I bought some characters. I shouldn't have done that probably, but
Oof.
they were on sale, and I was like, sure, I'll put 20 bucks.
sure, I'll waste $100.
It was like
That's
20.
Fine.
Like Taylor's Overwatch
Just
skin.
video games. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I haven't
I mean-
played Overwatch since that incident. Okay.
Uh,
And
Yeah,
although,
not much. A lot of reading going on. A lot of what's that called? Kitchen Confidential. Anthony Bourdain. Good
Oh,
book.
okay.
Should read it.
Okay.
Okay. And then Omar, what have you been doing this past week?
Mostly Kingdom Hearts. Also been playing a little bit of Smash Bros. Trying out Piranha Plant a little bit. I like him so far, but
Okay.
there's some other characters I'm more into. But yeah, it's been fun getting back into that game again. But yeah, mostly just running through Kingdom Hearts. Not too far yet. I'm only in the Toy Story world so far, but
Well, you're farther than me.
yeah,
I'll be honest.
yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice to actually be playing the game. I'm glad that it actually came out eventually.
Meeting your expectations, I'm sure it's possible.
Oh yeah,
Okay. All right.
I mean, I would say even if it were a bad game, people would still love it. I reckon because of the hype
Yeah, there's so much brand loyalty.
built around it.
So much brand loyalty, right?
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing that I don't really agree with that, just because the Last Guardian is a thing, but
Oh,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
that's right. I forgot about that game.
True.
well, it was another just.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say overhyped, but very
Sure.
anticipated game that was in development for a long time and even reported as dead by IGN. And I should say falsely reported. But since it obviously came out, but yeah, and then when it came out, it was just kind of
Bad.
average
Fine,
game.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. I still don't know how people can play that game with the sound on. Goofy, like the whole time, and like Donald
that's
like just quacking. I'm like, dude,
That's
no way.
That's the fun part.
Handle it.
That's the
No.
fun part.
The
It's
worst.
that torture. It's
Yeah.
like this is the 21st century means of torturing someone.
Hey man,
Put
heart
me in
can
front of Kingdom
exist
Hearts.
anywhere, even inside of data. Okay.
I kind of just want to like watch some cutscenes to see some of the ridiculous stuff that like Goofy talks about, like talking about like Heartless or something really weird like that. Oh
I
man,
am Sam.
weird stuff. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like
Hey.
Kingdom Hearts 1. Handsome. Handsome. Goofy is fantastic.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Although they did a pretty good job with the voice actors, it sounds like they got a lot of big names. Like it sounded like James Wood was actually in the movie or in the game.
Yeah.
The weirdest one was Phil in the Hercules
Yeah.
world, and just didn't have any lines. He was just there.
Yeah.
Real super talkative character, just like
Is that who's Phil? Is that
He's the little like satyr
Is that-
little
looking
goat
thing
man.
from
is that Danny
Hercules.
DeVito's
Right,
character?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, they blew it. They finally got a chance to make Danny DeVito like I can bring Danny DeVito up on this podcast for a reason, and now I can't.
Wait,
You
he
just
was
said-
actually in it. Was
I never actually knew. Didn't? Okay.
Oh goodness.
He was the
So,
he's a song.
did
Like,
the
he sings
voice-
a song. Like
Yeah.
He did the voice in the movie, but not in Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
That's
right.
awkward. Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's see. My week has been Kingdom Hearts 3, Ace Combat 7, as well as a written article and a video. You should go check out. It's on youtube.com/cultureofgaming. But the games should be, it's not about in February 2019. There are lots of games coming out, especially on February 15th specifically.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, and so Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3, 2 released a long time ago. 3 released earlier in the week. I got it on release night. I didn't have time to play it like on that night or the day after, and so I've only been able to play an hour of it so far. Because by the time I had time to sit down for video games, Ace Combat 7 came out, and then I streamed a little bit of it. I streamed like the first 3 missions on launch night for PC, and then before going live with the podcast, I completed mission 17 out of 20. So I'm almost through
So
it.
you're nearly done.
Yeah, I'm almost through it.
Nice.
Now, I think the most thought about question is, which takes precedence, Kingdom Hearts or Ace Combat?
I mean, for me right now, Ace Combat.
You can
Yeah.
finish Ace Combat a lot
Any day.
earlier. Or...
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you guys like Ace Combat?
So if Ace Combat 5, which I've talked about being a massive fan of on the show before, is like a 10 out of 10 for me, 7 is like an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
My one big complaint so far is that the characters in Ace Combat 7 aren't as good or aren't as developed as they were in 5.
Yeah, they're a bit forgettable.
Yeah, and to second and that, a lot of the missions in 7 are rehashes of missions from 5.
Weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And even 4 as well.
Yeah.
So I saw some controversy about the PC version. That's about HOTAS
Yes.
compatibility.
Okay, so upon launch, there was a glitch. There were actually 2 glitches that people were upset about. There was a glitch that prevented you from setting the resolution to above 1080p, but that was fixed if you switched the game to windowed mode and then back to full screen. You could set it to above 1080p. And then there's this like the only Ace Combat YouTuber that really exists is this guy named Ace Combat Fan. He reached out to Bandai Namco on the night of launch because of like the HOTAS glitch and everything, and they did say it is in fact a glitch. We're working on a patch for it, but what we have figured out working is if you uninstall and reinstall the drivers for whatever HOTAS you have, it'll start working. And then people were like, oh, okay. So
At least it's just a glitch.
yeah,
Figured it
crisis
out.
mildly averted.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of have the same gripe with 6 as well. They've taken out the ability to be it's not technically called a barrel roll, I do realize that, but they've taken out the ability to do one in 6 and 7. Like, you can't actually fully flip your plane around.
Okay.
You can only bank so far. I find that very restrictive, particularly in dogfights, because you can't get the correct angle to get on. Like, for instance, in 4 and even 5, like, when you're dogfighting with another plane, you can kind of get on top of them and then come down and then blow them up.
Oh.
But here it's a lot more kind of, you got to really maneuver your way through it a lot more. You can't get the angles that you need, kind of thing. That's kind of my only real gripe with it, which 6 had as well. I reckon they need to change it back to complete maneuverability of planes.
Okay.
Apart from that, like, forgettable characters, that's about it. I love the way the story's going. For those of you who have played it already, I've just got into jail, which is cool. Like 2 or 3 missions in jail. Yeah. And like, aside from that, it's a very solid game. Like, I can play it pretty easily. It's good that they've kind of developed it where kind of any PC can kind of pick it up and play it, any mid-tier PC.
Yeah.
Which, for me, a couple of gens back is a nice, refreshing thing. I don't have to go out and buy a console or a new CPU or whatever.
Yeah, it looks really nice, and it's not that difficult to run, which is great. The gameplay is solid and fun. I love all the dogfights it puts you into. Like, I got white knuckles and everything, and it's like, you legit get stressed out playing some of the missions and everything. Just because, like, you have the clouds to fly through and everything, and then it's like, oh, I need to pull a high G turn because I'm about to crash into this mountain after coming out with cloud bank and everything, and just stuff like that.
I love the clouds in it. They're so, like, that's all layered and beautiful, like, very realistic in that.
I was going to ask about that actually, because this is the first Ace Combat in the current generation, right?
Yes.
Consoles.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of is different from previous generations that maybe wasn't possible on
It's
previous
mostly
games.
it's mostly the adage of weather, from what I've noticed and everything. I know Ace Combat 6 was really marketed along like the really detailed destruction and everything that they had going on, but that's been toned down just a little bit.
Yeah,
It seems like in 7. And so the big focus is like the weather systems and everything. So for example, if you're flying through like rain clouds too much and everything, and too high or something, you'll get ice buildup on your plane and everything. So that's pretty cool. If you fly through a lightning storm and lightning hits your plane, your HUD will go all wonky and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then it's just stuff like that. It's like you can use the weather to your advantage. So for example, by being trapped by a missile or something and fly through clouds and have a better chance of losing it. That's a pro tip, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, that lightning storm, those lightning storms would freak me out. Like when you're doing a dogfight or something, and then it's bang, and your whole plane goes, and you kind of lose your direction, and you jump. It's really good.
Yeah.
What like camera angle do you guys use? Is that like a
cockpit
hot
view?
topic?
Cockpit
Yeah,
view.
cockpit view.
Cockpit view is the way to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing a lot from like the third person view because I found that easier for me.
Okay.
I mean, I've kind of found myself out of the, you know how it's got the out of the cockpit, but with the HUD.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that I was in the cockpit, but then I realized, oh no, I'm out of the cockpit. I need to change back, kind of thing. It's a little bit restrictive, but it gives you the most kind of feel that you're in a plane, I reckon.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's like it is easier for me to control from cockpit view. Honestly, as strange as that sounds, just because like in third-person view, sometimes like it'll offset the angle that the camera is looking at from your plane.
Yeah.
And that kind of throws me off a little bit. But then also, it's like there is the argument to be had. It's like, oh, it's more immersive if you do cockpit view. But
oh, sure, I'm sure. I was getting very like a little disoriented. I was like, like turning my head when I was my short time with it. I'm also not good at playing games, so like.
They do, like with the whole cockpit thing as well. I completely forgotten what I was going to say. But anyway, I love the way they kind of make you lose your sense of direction when you're flying through clouds and whatever. It's very realistic in that department as well, which is good.
Yeah, I feel like this game in VR would be awesome.
Yes.
So I've played Gran Turismo in VR, and just the actual cockpit view, I guess you could say, in that game, it feels natural just because you're actually looking over your shoulder, looking left and right in the mirrors and everything to actually gain your surroundings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my next big project after I beat it, and I think I'm going to work on it, is I'm going to try and get my track IR working with it.
Cool.
You guys know what that little thing is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you put like a hat or something.
Huh? No. With like SITs or whatever it is, it's just a module, kind of like a webcam that straps to the top of your PC.
Oh, you don't have to put a little sensor like on your head or anything?
No, you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the ones where they'll put like something on a hat and then it'll track the movement that way.
Yeah. That happens. All right, so let's go ahead and just get into it here. Facebook community group for both the main site and the Power Up Podcast is facebook.com/cod.net and facebook.com/powerpod. We have a community Discord, a link to which you can find on the sidebar of our main site, which is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. And then Twitter @cog.net, Instagram @cultureofgaming, YouTube.com/cultureofgaming. We finally got that sweet custom URL, and as promised, we'll be doing the giveaway to one lucky subscriber. Stay tuned for that. And then twitch.tv/cultureofgaming, myspace.com/powerpod. You can ask us questions anywhere on those channels, although we would much prefer Twitch chat and the community Discord. And this podcast is being recorded live on February 2nd, 2019. So, for gaming news, Titanfall is back into the news, and it might not be for all the right reasons. So, Anthony, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so a couple of days ago, or I think it was last week, like not last week, but the week before last, a rumor was floating around that there was going to be a Titanfall Battle Royale, and it didn't have a name or anything like that as of then.
Okay.
And what's this article I'm reading is actually the original article that was posted that kind of broke the news to everybody. And they've since updated the article. And it appears that EA has trademarked a name, like an actual video game name. It's not for hardware or anything like that, called Apex Legend. And that implies that it's going to be set in not so much the name, but the details that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Implies it's going to be set in the Titanfall kind of universe, I suppose, or world in a sense. And apparently it is going to be coming on Monday, which is only
What?
a day away from me. Yes.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
February 4th, Monday sort of thing? What?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That
Correct.
Monday.
That Monday.
Okay.
They don't have a trailer for it yet. They don't have any details about it. This is still a rumor. However, it's looking like a very strong rumor because of the trademark and a couple of other details.
Yeah.
And somebody else, I'm not too sure what his name is, but tweeted, I think it was a guy from EA, tweeted that it's actually going to be happening on February 4th. Apex Legends is going to be free to play, and you're going to play as a Titanfall hero in a Battle Royale F2P for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So that was the original tweeted leak, and that guy was Rod Brazlew, I think his name is. I might completely mess up his name, but I do apologize about that. But his Twitter name is @Slasher. He was the one who originally broke the story, saying that it's free to play and all that kind of stuff. There isn't really that many details in this article. It's very much kind of speculation. But the bigger question here is, what do we think about this impacting Titanfall 3 with Respawn kind of working on Star Wars at the moment? That may be coming out this year or next year. We're not too sure if EA will even cancel that completely. We don't know. We'll see. Do we think this is going to impact Titanfall 3 at all, as far as if we're going to see it this year or next year or in a couple of years' time?
Really quick, just to clarify, so it's not being announced on Monday, it's coming out on Monday?
It's coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And apparently, the trailer should be dropping either today or tomorrow, and then it releasing on Monday.
Really late in the day for it to come out today. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, calling it now. Super Bowl announcement.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
see
probably.
that.
Calling it now.
That makes sense.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good call.
Mm.
All right. So, Anthony, to your question, to me, I don't think this will really have any, if all, impact on Titanfall 3, besides maybe improve it. I almost get the feeling that with this Battle Royale thing, they could test systems or, like, mechanics they want to use in Titanfall 3 and have sort of a sterile environment for it. So, if anything, it should only improve it. And I don't imagine this taking away a lot of time from Titanfall 3. But it depends on the depth and everything.
If anything, they could even use the same assets from this, or they could just be like, well, we were working on Titanfall 3, and then we were working on this other game mode as well, and you're like, well, might as well just release it for free.
Right.
Kind of like what Call of Duty did with the kind of the beta, the blackout beta kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Battle Royale doesn't make sense to release them for free because so far that model has worked for the most popular ones.
Totally. Yeah. So this is interesting. I was reading Jason Schreier's. He's a reporter at Kotaku, I believe. Right? Yeah, Kotaku. His one of his tweets. I don't know if this is in a article, but basically, sum it up. They are releasing this game because they were working on Titanfall 3, but it's starting to feel dated because they're working on it's on a source engine, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're like, this does not feel like the way we want it to feel. So they pushed it back so they could like change engines or whatever.
Okay.
And then they're releasing this game as like a stopgap, basically. They've been working on something, so now they're going to put this out instead and kind of push back the not really announced game, I guess.
Okay.
That's interesting.
It's weird because the source engine, even after Battlefield 2, or not Battlefield, Titanfall 2 came out, the source engine was already old, so...
Right, and I mean, that was a common complaint for both Titanfall 1 and 2, is that it's like, the source engine, even in 2013 when Titanfall 1 came out, it's like, a common reviewing, like, quote would be, it's like, yeah, the source engine is starting to show its age.
Yeah.
And now, and in between Titanfall 2 and 3, we've had Respawn officially under ownership of EA, as opposed to just contract work, like 1 and 2 were released under. And so EA mandates that all of the in-house games, of which Titanfall 3 would technically be, have to use Frostbite now.
Wow.
So,
just to also add on to this, apparently quite a few reputable streamers and YouTubers have played this game already. That is how it was originally leaked. So they went to Rod Brazlew, who is actually not an EA insider, but an esports insider.
Right.
Getting EA and esports mixed up for some reason. They went to him, who then leaked it.
Nice.
And got a whole series of tweets here that I can read if you want to hear them. It's up to you guys. Do you want to hear them or not?
Yeah,
Sure.
go for it.
Go for it.
Sure.
Spoiler warning.
Sources who have played and have knowledge of the game confirmed to me that Respawn is set to announce and release Apex Legends on Monday, February the 4th, a free-to-play Titanfall Hero Battle Royale game for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Apex Legends will feature class heroes with unique abilities, maximum of 60 players per server, maximum of 3 players per team, to complement each other. No Titans, just as Titanfall and Titanfall 2. Apex Legends will run on a modified version of Valve's Source engine, microtransactions and loot boxes for cosmetic items and in-game content are said to be in Apex Legends with a very similar approach to that of Overwatch.
Okay.
The whole not Titan thing is kind of weird. Like that's
Yeah, but to be fair, how would you balance it during for a battle royale? Well, actually, no. Actually, yeah, it is strange because they do have anti-Titan weapons that you can have soldiers with and everything. So I mean, it's not like it'll be super imbalanced or anything.
I mean, I feel like if you put like 2 or not everyone has a Titan. Maybe like you put like a handful of them, like and that'll be like really good spots to like have people try to fight for the Titan. Like push that action in these areas. I don't know. That could be interesting if they did something like that.
Or like have the last 5 just all jump into Titans, and
That'd be insane.
Oh, that'd be cool too. Yeah, you like make it to a certain like last 10, and then you can like get your like Polar Titan in.
Yeah, true.
That would be cool.
I don't know. As strange as it sounds and everything, though, I was never a massive fan of like fighting with or on or like in a Titan or anything. You know, in Titanfall 1 and 2, I always preferred like the infantry combat and everything.
Okay.
And so I would play like the pilot versus pilot mode in Titanfall 2 quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I've never played Titanfall before. Can you actually ride on houses operating them?
Can actually what?
Can you ride on the Titans while someone else is
yeah.
operating them?
Yeah,
I think so, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would actually be pretty awesome in like duos or squads.
Yeah.
Like you get down to the last 2 squads and one's a Titan and the rest of your team is riding on.
Maybe they'll add it eventually. You never know. I actually am somewhat optimistic for this, to be honest, especially if it's free to play. Like, it cost me nothing to get into it, so
Yeah, might as well try it.
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole Titan thing, I would kind of see that as a little bit underbalanced, I suppose. Like, it wouldn't be kind of fair for the teams. However, I think Titanfall 2 did that with obviously Titanfall 2 did that with their multiplayer, and Titanfall 1 as well. I think they're kind of thinking it's already been done, so they're going to move to a kind of different direction, I guess. However, the name Titanfall is supposed to kind of imply Titan, so it's a little weird.
Yeah. I guess they're not. It's not like called Titanfall, so it's called Apex, whatever.
Yeah, true.
I don't know idea what Apex means, but
it's gonna be like Titanfall Apex, a Titanfall Battle Royale story or something like that. It's just like Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. All right. A broader question that can be asked is: do we think the whole Battle Royale thing is kind of past its time now?
it's still pretty popular.
Okay.
I mean, I don't particularly love it that much. But...
Yeah.
I'd say for new ones, it's kind of
been and going.
Kind of waning, but I feel like if you do it right, like Call of Duty, and just have solid gameplay, and then you'll have a good Battle Royale.
Okay. Did they actually finally fix PUBG? Does anyone know?
I don't.
Okay.
Hashtag fix
What's
PUBG.
All right, fair enough. Anthony, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like it's been and gone. But if you look at Twitch, everyone's streaming Fortnite. Like, it's the most streamed game on Twitch. Still going.
Yes, very much
it's still
so.
like even with Kingdom Hearts and all that, they haven't managed to dethrone it from being the most, or still being the most streamed game every day. If you look at Call of Duty, not Battlefield, obviously. If you look at Call of Duty, then they've still done it pretty well. I mean, there's still room for more good Battle Royales to replace PUBG or Fortnite. And you never know, this could dethrone Fortnite in the sense if it's free to play and it's got the right elements in it. Because a lot of people are frustrated with Fortnite, me included, even though I still kind of play it, but
I fell off so hard of that game. I really into it, and then they just added way too much for me, and I'm like, I'm good.
I was never super into it. I
Yeah.
was like,
it's too unfair. Like, it's just There's no gap for new players. Like, you just go in and get slaughtered straight away.
You gotta get the Switch version.
Well,
Right, exactly.
No, thank
Just
you, I'm good.
slaughter
I
the
have the
new
Switch
Blitz on
version.
Switch.
You have the Switch Dude, people are
Yes.
terrible on that version.
I know, but it's bad still.
I don't.
I downloaded the Switch version when it came out and like sign into your Epic account. I was like, all right, back to Mario.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out how to like sign out of my Epic account on my PS4 and sign into my other Epic account. It's madness.
Okay. It's madness.
You can cross sign in on Switch. Like, if you've got a different account
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Switch,
Yeah.
you can.
But like, yeah, originally you couldn't do that. So when I made my Epic account on my PlayStation, and then I was playing on PlayStation, and then I got my Epic account on my PC. It was different because PlayStation didn't let you do crossplay. So like, I have like 2 Epic accounts, same email. It's like ridiculous.
Okay.
So I have
Yeah.
no idea how to fix it now.
Yeah, one of my buddies who's still pretty into Fortnite and everything, back before it really peaked, and I mean, it probably is still peaking to be honest, but like, back before it got absolutely massive sort of thing, it was like, it's like, I played it a little bit with friends and everything, squads, duos, stuff like that. It's just like, it turned me off because I guess because it really upset me, and it's like, it didn't jive with me all that well, that the first reaction should be when you're getting shot at, should be to build a wall and not return fire.
Sure.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it. It was pretty funny. I remember like sending out like text messages to my friends like before like Fortnite was big. I'm like, hey, you should like download this Fortnite game. It's kind of cool.
yeah, that's
It's,
pretty
like,
much
totally,
what was going on.
It's like totally free. Like, you guys should check this out. And then like fast forward like 4 months later and massive. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well.
how my experience also.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Yeah.
Mm.
Although,
I remember when it first came out and like a bunch of people were comparing it to Overwatch for some reason.
yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
Battle Royale part or like the
Oh,
I
just in
think
general.
Save the World, which
Okay.
doesn't make sense either.
you have like
No,
heroes. You have like heroes in that mode. I'm pretty sure like certain like
Okay.
classes and stuff. I
Mm.
think.
Sure.
I haven't played it, but it's what I
Okay.
read.
All right. Do you know what game that's kind of a blast from the past that I've been playing lately also?
Hmm.
Minecraft.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And it's like, and
Yeah,
it's
I'm on
like,
board with it.
it's like dead ass unmodded too, Minecraft. It's
Nice.
vanilla Minecraft.
That raw Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My friends and
Are
I
you even playing the 4K version?
Oh yeah. Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah. The only
Realistic
like close to
graphics.
mod I have is like a resource pack, or which is what they call skin packs now, and a and the shaders mod for it, and that's it.
It's only official mods.
Oh no, it's still the Java version. It's still the Java version. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's been kind of fun. We rented out a Realm server for it.
Cool.
So yeah. All right. Anyway, that was a side note. Omar. Yes. I'm not going anywhere with that. Yes. All right. As the host of the Nintendo-themed podcast, well,
I
you're
have to
rating
share
that's a
Nintendo news.
Nintendo-related. Yeah. Which, by the way, catch.
Actually, what's that?
I was going to say, by the way, catch Omar's Nintendo-themed podcast called New Podcast Plus Sundays at what time?
Well, usually at 5, but tomorrow it's going to be because Super Bowl.
You
It's
cut
also-
out as soon as you
Oh.
said the second time.
Yes. it's
Oh
true.
man. No, it's going to be 5 o'clock Central usually.
Okay.
It's just the Super Bowl is at 5 Central, so that's not happening this week. It's going to be earlier in the day, probably around noon or 1 Central.
Okay.
So we're still planning to go, just don't want to get overshadowed.
Fair enough.
Are you guys fans of the Super Bowl?
I am, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not a massive football fan. I find the sport incredibly boring, to be honest. Although I do
Yeah.
have
What's football?
of American football.
America.
Aussie rules.
Heck yeah, you go in and get killed in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But although if my theory is correct and they're going to drop the Titanfall trailer tomorrow, then I might have a reason to watch it. So, yeah.
No, I have my Vikings blanket on my lap right now, keeping me warm. So.
Okay.
But yeah, so I have some Nintendo news for you guys.
Give it to us.
We have, let's see if I can say this correctly, Takashi Mochizuki from the Wall Street Journal tweeted this week that Nintendo has an unannounced game coming in fiscal year 19, so that's ending in March, So there's just a random Nintendo game we haven't heard of yet that's going to be coming out within, well, looks like within the next month or so.
Wait,
and
so
it's like
Like a Nintendo-made game, or
right, yeah, first party Nintendo
okay,
game.
all right.
wait, so I'm sorry. So
Animal
it's at the end
Crossing?
of fiscal year 18 or 19?
19.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I assume it works the way others do. So it's end fiscal year 19 will be ending in March.
It's like March or April, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just kind of interesting. They haven't shown anything, haven't heard anything, but the timing is a little suspicious to me just because I feel like it might be whatever Retro has been working on, since there was also a tweet from someone who used to be working at Retro who was like, okay, well, now that they have Metroid Prime 4, what happened to the thing we were working on since 2015?
Wow.
This is someone who used to work at Retro who's
Okay.
no longer with the company, but it's still kind of funny confirming that they had something else that they were working on since then. But I'm thinking it might be that Star Fox racing game that everyone's been talking about since E3.
No.
That sounds terrible. I don't want that.
I'm calling it
at
now.
all.
It's a return to F-Zero.
That could be okay.
Yeah.
I
Just okay.
I played some F-Zero on my little mini Super Nintendo, and its music's really good. So like,
yeah.
I can bop to the music.
The music's good, that's all that matters.
Well, and it's like very just like, no, it's not nothing crazy happening.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, the GX, the one on GameCube, is 100% crazy. So,
Okay.
Okay.
there you go. But yeah, just the fact that it seems like it'd be such a short announced to release window that it's got to be something small. It
Smaller,
can't be one of their bigger
Well,
franchises.
Well, I mean, what would be small if it was working on since 2015? It's like if
Yeah,
you're
that's-
if you're to play it with the rumor from Retro there, it being Retro's.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
If it is, yeah.
But I mean, F-Zero and Star Fox would both fit in that mold just fine. But
I think so.
Star Tropics.
I don't know. You know,
Probably something random,
well,
honestly.
you know how they used to do like that Crash and Spyro Collide racing game?
Sure.
To do like a Star Fox F-Zero Collide racing game?
Hey, maybe Diddy Kong Racing too, because
What
they
is that?
worked on. They
Wait,
worked
what?
on-
You don't know what Diddy Kong Racing is?
because they worked on Mario Kart 7, and then they have
Taylor, do
Donkey
you,
Kong games under their belt.
What?
But
do you seriously not know what Diddy Kong Racing is?
Oh, no, I was saying what's that to something else.
I was gonna say.
No, I'm aware of what Diddy Kong Racing is, okay?
Good.
No, I'm
They
sorry.
should
There was like this
be.
little like transparent but not really transparent like little
Yeah.
rectangle that popped up in the middle of my screen on Streamlabs, and I was like, "What is that?" Oh,
we're all good.
yeah, it was Steam
We're
wanting to
alive.
update. But we're good. Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All
That's
right.
what you need.
But yeah,
Dude.
Anthony, what do you think this could be? What game do you think this could be?
I really don't know. I mean, Retro's working on Metroid Prime 4.
Yes, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Do you think Nintendo was like, "You're shipping whatever you have now," and by now I mean like by the end of March? You're working on Prime 4 now. Okay.
Oh dear. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, if it's first party, then you would think, yeah, gee, I don't know. I mean, Retro's worked on Donkey Kong. They've done all that kind of like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think it may be another Donkey Kong Country game. With the thing that I saw, they said that this make gamers happy, apparently. So I would see this as like a possible Star Fox game or something like that. Probably a no-go because they've just done,
That's gonna be
you
good.
know, Atlas. What is it? Atlas.
Starlink
what
Battle
is it?
for Atlas.
Starlink,
That's
yeah.
it. Just done that with Star Fox in it. They haven't really done anything else. But I mean, I wouldn't really see this as a Star Fox game. I'd see it as something possibly Donkey Kong related, or like a Diddy Kong Racing kind of thing, or something that nobody expects at all. It's just coming out of the left field that's going to blow people away.
Well, hey, if it helps at all, the quote from Nintendo officially says that fans would be delighted to know what this game is.
Yes, I'm sure we all would.
So there you
Nintendo,
go.
thank you.
It's a terrible quote.
I almost feel like that was lost in translation.
It could be, yeah, totally.
Like I feel like it's probably something. It's like we think that when we announce it, fans will be delighted as to what it is, or something like that. You know?
No way.
Yeah.
Nah.
Some weird wording, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What I was being serious with the F-Zero prediction, by the way. Anyway.
Could maybe
Yeah, I mean, that's
yeah.
something different that we haven't seen in ages, so that could very well be something.
Yeah. And I mean,
so
it's like Nintendo has said, it's like, you know, if like a franchise goes like dead, so to speak, for a while and everything, it's not because, you know, it's like we're not interested in the franchise anymore. It's just because we haven't thought of any new or good ideas where to take it yet.
Sure.
And
Right.
Miyamoto said that specifically referencing F-Zero. So, and that was back in like 2013, maybe 2014. So, Andrew, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this is like it's first party that you said, huh? I was thinking it might be like a weird like Ubisoft like partnership thing, but if it's first party,
yeah, but is Retro Studios first party though?
Technically, yeah.
I think they
Yeah,
are.
so it isn't necessarily a retro game for sure, but yeah, that's just what I was
That's
thinking.
the rumor flying around.
And I guess if they're working with someone like Ubisoft on it, I guess it could still be something like that because if it's between both of them, it's still technically partially first party developed.
Yeah.
True.
This may not even be a Switch game.
Oh,
Well, it says for Switch.
Ah, okay.
okay.
Cool.
All right. And then
Luckily, not 3DS.
Maybe get like a Punch Out game or something. That'd be cool.
now,
If we're gonna
now you
talk
see.
about old games.
Yeah, now you see, I am expecting F-Zero, but what I'm really hoping for is Trauma Center.
Oh,
Nice.
That's
yeah.
third party though.
That's Atlas, though.
Yeah, that's way Atlas.
But still, that would be another
That'd be cool.
Trauma Center game. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Omar, what do you think?
It can be packaged with the stylus and use it on the touch.
Yeah. Or like
I
they could make it compatible with like the Labo or something. You know, like do a Labo medical kit. Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Andrew, you cut out when I think you said something there. So would you?
Oh, I was just saying I could go for a Punch Out game. That'd be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah. You play what's like the Spring Arm game on Switch or whatever?
Arms.
Arms. Okay.
Arms, yeah.
Okay.
That game
We're
I
gonna
have
come
not
out with the
played.
sequel Legs.
Yeah.
Where it's all about kitboxing.
Like,
That game is, but that's not like Punch Out. I want like good like I don't know. I feel like Punch Out's like puzzle games.
Okay.
So I don't know. Trying to think of Nintendo stuff.
The
what about like a
long-awaited-
Kid Icarus?
I was gonna bring that up
Icarus game.
because those games are really bad. And I don't want them.
Oh, I liked the 3DS one.
Didn't it
Yeah.
like, make your hand cramp up because you had to like be like constantly?
Yeah,
like,
but a bit of
No,
pain's good for you.
stuff?
You're supposed to use the stand that comes with it. Come on.
Yeah, a bit of pain's good for you. Come on.
That's
There's a
really
stand?
good. Oh my god. Okay. Omar, what do you think this should be? Feasibly.
Feasibly.
Let's add that copy.
Gosh, I mean, there was an article that was recently published on Culture of Gaming about possibly a Dr. Mario game coming to Switch. Probably not that, but I thought it was an interesting idea.
Well,
Was it a mobile
they did
game?
just announce a Dr. Mario mobile game. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was part of the thinking.
Oh.
Oh, lost one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, part of the thinking in that article was usually they release a Switch title when they release a mobile game shortly after, or vice versa. They release a Switch
Rip overlay.
a mobile title.
Yeah.
Looks like he's back. All right.
There he
Discord
is.
crashes.
If I had to say,
There
What?
he is.
if I had to say
Discord crashes.
100% something, it would probably be, jeez, probably some kind of like wave race or something like.
Really?
Some revival of a random series that hasn't been seen for a long time. One of Nintendo's IPs. Maybe even like gosh, what is it?
I'm down with that.
It was the GameCube horror game. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Oh,
Eternal Darkness.
that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some random IP that we haven't seen for
Like a
over 20
decade or
years.
so.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna amend my answer with F-Zero and also say I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Mario Strikers game.
I was gonna
Oh,
say that.
Mario
earlier.
football game. They announce it tomorrow. There you go.
Oh my god.
Mario Golf writes itself.
Jeez, Mario baseball.
All
Come
the
on.
announcers
Mario Golf.
tomorrow.
Mario
They'll
Golf
probably-
any day.
Mario Golf.
Oh, Mario Golf is
Mario
sick.
Golf.
I would go for a Mario Golf.
But
I mean,
no, if we're
going-
the
Pretty
Phoenix Open is happening right now, so
Ooh.
like
I don't know what it is about golf games, but
Oh, they're awesome.
they're so
great.
good.
Yeah.
Well, a good
Yeah.
one is just so good.
Like Wii
Like,
Sports
But no,
Golf
if we're
was
looking
legit.
at if we're looking at then definitely Super Mario Baseball
Oh
to
yeah.
coincide with the start of the MLB season.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go with golf still.
I want golf.
Yeah, I would like
we
Mario
all want golf.
more,
Okay.
but-
And
Yeah,
yeah.
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 So I'm about tennis video games and golf video games. I play a little bit of golf, but
Okay.
no tennis. I like them.
Yeah, it's like the Waste Management Phoenix Open, which is a big like PGA
Oh, that
golf
is a big one,
tournament.
yeah.
Is
Nice.
or it's
Oh,
just-
waste management. That's right.
yeah, is concluding tomorrow before the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
So, yeah. All
I
right.
used to be into golf.
All
I
these
used to
hot
play a
Super
lot of
Bowl
golf.
announcements during.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Team B
first.
be insane. I still remember it's just like in 2010 or whatever. There was this big World of Warcraft commercial that premiered for the Super Bowl or during the Super
Oh yeah.
Bowl. It was insane. Okay.
That got you a long way.
What?
No,
what do
you don't like it. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's. I mean, it's got the game a long way, you know.
Yeah. All right. Andrew.
Ah.
Yeah. What new PSVR game? What?
All right. So, are you guys familiar with? I think it's 1983 or 4 film Groundhog Day,
Yes. I
much
don't
like
know.
today,
Okay.
with Bill Murray.
Yes.
It is getting a sequel
What?
in the form of a PlayStation VR game.
Oh. Okay.
But it looks really weird.
Oh.
Like, and he uses it's like an actual sequel. The guy it's like,
Just
oh,
why?
you might know my dad, and I don't remember the character's name, but he's like.
That's a good opening line to anything. You might know my dad. I'm sure lots
He's
of
kind
people
of
know my
he's
dad.
kind of
What?
famous around here.
I don't know, man.
The weatherman or whatever, right?
Yeah, okay.
I just thought it was really weird and interesting that they're just like,
So is
Take
it
it-
actually going to be a game or like one of those VR experiences where you're just sitting there watching a video?
it looks like a game, and I don't know. Like they
We're
have
gonna
a
have to get a
trailer.
review copy for this.
There's
man.
a trailer, and it just like has him like waking up at like 6 in the morning and like bashing the like clock in with like a hammer, and like at one point like it just looks real wacky. So I don't know. I think that's awesome. Just taking this weird film. Well, not a weird film. It is a weird film, but like a film from 1980, whatever. And now all of a sudden it's just like a sequel to it in form of a video game. I don't know. I thought it's pretty cool.
That's okay. Like platform switches to me like this are weird, but okay.
It is,
It's-
yeah,
yeah.
totally weird. But I'll check it out. It looks, interesting enough.
Especially such like a radical platform switch too. It's like because like movies are a
yeah.
fairly like normie medium,
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, here's Groundhog Day on not only on PlayStation
VR.
but PlayStation VR.
It's
like-
wild.
Right.
Groundbreaking.
It's like
Uh,
the
I'm
Reese's
calling dibs on this review.
Okay. Keep going, Andy.
So my question is, if you guys were to take a film and like put a sequel out in video game, what would your like sequel be? What would your video game sequel to what movie?
Oh dear.
Dune.
Put you on the spot. Dune.
Pretty solid.
Dune 2.
Would Ready Player One be too meta?
Oh, I mean,
Um,
I'm on the. I don't like that book.
I liked the book so much more than the movie. I did not like the movie at all.
I want to see the movie for how bad it is.
Okay.
But I did not like that book.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'd probably go with like any superhero movie, to be honest. Because who doesn't want a superhero VR game?
True.
True.
I was thinking, I was looking around
Superman.
my room, and they kind of did this with Saints Row, but They Live, with like the goggles and stuff. I don't know if you've seen They Live.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
with
yeah.
Roddy Piper. It's like anti-establishment. It's a really good movie. That or Escape from like New York. Do like Escape from like Chicago or something, and that'd be super sick.
Okay.
You have what's his name? David Hayter voicing Snake Plissken.
Oh, that'd be great. I love it, man.
It's really good.
That's where they got the name. That's where they got the name from, at least.
Okay.
Dude, guy's name is depending on how he's feeling.
I'd like to see a sequel to Interstellar done with VR.
No.
I was gonna say like
What's
a war.
it?
I was gonna say a war movie like Saving Private Ryan or something. But then I realized that might give people PTSD. So.
Oh
Probably
man, that would be aggressive.
Yeah, that would be. So yeah, like Interstellar, or like 2001 or something.
Or even like
There's already a
EA,
sequel to 2001.
Not even what? Okay, cool. Even like an EA Star Wars game, but I mean, EA is not going to do it.
Ooh, about that.
Just
Ooh.
post dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, that's just a weird thing I wanted to bring out. I think
Yeah.
that doesn't happen all that often. Like father, like son, is tag, like the subline, I guess, for that Groundhog Day game.
Okay.
So
Who asked for this? I mean,
nobody, and that's why it's great, and that's why it's so cool.
It's like literally, there's literally no demand for this. We're gonna do it anyway.
That's what makes it so weird. I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love it. Speaking of weird stuff, we're gonna go jump into this next one. Fortnite. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't. I have no
No
idea what that is.
What is that?
It's a game where you drop. Okay, so Fortnite, and there's this man, a DJ, Marshmellow. Are you aware of this person?
Yes, I've seen him in concert before, actually.
Okay. Marshmellow. I had a. Is that? I'm saying that right? Marshmellow. Right?
Yeah,
Had a in-game concert in Fortnite.
Had or is having?
Had. It happened
Oh, okay.
this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
It happened already. I think this was an encore coming on at like 2 a.m. or something like that.
Jesus.
But I like watched a little bit of this concert and it's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys watched any of it, but like there's this big stage they have like in the middle of I want to get to this crack up. And like one of the plays, he's like, all right, he comes on, he's like, yo, what's up, Pleasant Park? And I just thought that was so funny. Like just calling out like the in-game
name.
Yeah, I was hilarious. He's like apparently he was like calling the area like, so Pleasant, make some noise.
It's pretty solid, okay.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it looked cool. Like they did really fun stuff with it. Like, you know, he's like, all right, I want you guys to jump with me. And then like turned off like the gravity for like when they jumped.
That's
and,
awesome.
Yeah, it was like super cool.
So, okay.
Check that out if you get a chance.
Yeah, what question I have is like logistically, how did they do this? So was it just like in every person's Battle Royale game at a different point, they kind of paused it and said, go check out this concert? Or how
So what I think is what they did, they had a special mode, like the Showtime mode or something like that.
Okay.
Like whatever, teams of 2, like with respawns, I think.
Okay.
And they like disabled guns, so no one's gonna kill each other during the,
Okay.
the concert.
You can still kill each other with pickaxes.
Well, I think they just disabled like all
Damage or something. Okay.
probably.
Okay.
So yeah, and then they just like had him on his like little concert stage in the Pleasant Park, and he I don't know how they did it, if it was just like if he was on a loop, but like his character did not look like an in-game character. His character was like making like different. He looked like it was naturally moving. So I don't know like if it was a character or what they did.
They might have used motion, like pre-filmed it with motion capture or something. Maybe
They could, yeah, they could have done that. I'm not sure exactly what logistics are there, but it was cool because like he wasn't just like a Fortnite dude holding like a pickaxe. Like
Oh, okay.
he was like doing stuff on his little table and like.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures.
so-
It's like they gave him his own model in an animation set and everything.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really wild, and like I don't know, it kind of brings up like what else like Fortnite or any game, I guess, what like a game as a service can do with like live concerts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really cool. As much as I don't really care for like Fortnite or that
Right.
music, but still cool.
Speaking of like things that can be done in VR, you know, like we were just talking about certain
Oh, yeah.
VR concerts.
Yeah, VR
Yeah.
concerts.
Well, so it was pretty funny. My dad was like, "Hey, you have VR? Like, I just saw a commercial for like NBA. You can like sit courtside with like the VR stuff." And I was like, I have no idea how that stuff works. I haven't even checked it out. But like, it's an interesting. I wonder if that works well.
Yeah, so I think that was for like the Oculus Go, that commercial.
Oh, okay.
Well, they have it for a bunch of stuff. I think. Yeah, I think you can use PSVR, but you also have to be like subscribed. Anyway, yeah, this is a big one.
Anthony, are you frozen or still?
I'm still.
Okay.
Very still.
I'm watching something. It's all good.
Okay. Got it. Huh. So, like, did he play like a full concert set sort of thing?
Yeah,
he
that-
just did like a set,
Wow. Okay.
That's motion capture, definitely. He's very realistic the way he's moving.
Yeah.
right? It's super
Yeah.
cool.
It's a little bit floaty just because it's in game, I think, but his movements are super realistic.
Seems
I
like
like
a
how
party.
I like how Pleasant Park actually is on his tour schedule.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
hold on.
It's pretty good.
And I
guess
think
he-
they unlocked a suit or something for the event because there's
Yeah.
different Marshmellow people as well.
So like,
So
yeah,
Everyone-
leading up to it, they like just gave everyone like a free head and suit, I think,
Yeah.
or whatever you call it, skin.
Huh.
Say.
His
Oh
site.
yeah, I guess Marshmellow's a pretty big like Fortnite fan. He did some like tournament stuff with them, I guess.
Oh, okay.
At their big stuff, get their big tournament. He like played, I think. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of a known Fortniter, I suppose.
Interesting. So
It's
I guess
interesting.
next up is like a Drake concert or something. No.
I don't know about that one.
I was going to say, it's interesting because they've called this the first Fortnite concert, so implying that they're going to have
Yeah.
more. So
This seemed really well done. So like
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go and like attend one. But I definitely check it out for sure.
Oh, just to see for the experience, I might attend one. Like even like.
I hope
just
they
to-
turn off all the chat though. So
Yeah, this is like some
Yelling at
jackass
me.
talking next to you, right?
yeah, I was just yelling in my ear.
So wait, okay, you said this was the first Fortnite concert. So
Mhm.
the guy playing music over his mic doesn't count. Okay. Especially his own SoundCloud, good lord.
Poor guy.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sure people do that all the time. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was cool. If you're gonna see, do you think we'll see more of these? Obviously, Anthony brought up first concert. Do you think we'll see more? And who do you think we'll see? Like, if you had to guess, I'm assuming maybe he'll do more. Marshmellow will do more.
it's got to be that kind of thing because it's got to be that kind of music anyway because that's like what Fortnite is akin to, I guess. It's like their genre kind of thing, like
Sure.
massive jumping and lights and all that kind of stuff.
The
So,
Wiggles because it's a kid's game.
oh no.
Oh, ouch.
Joking aside, I was actually gonna say you have to limit yourself there just because so many children do play it, and
Yeah.
you're not gonna want certain
Yeah,
people.
it's
And
gonna
they're
be...
like you said, Drake, but yeah, no way. is that
No.
happening.
No, I'd imagine I'd go the way of more like EDM artists, so it's like, you know,
Sure.
maybe we could see like Zed or something in there. Or Deadmau5 probably. I could see him doing
Oh,
something like
that's
this.
definitely a
Yeah.
Or even like Skrillex or something like that, but obviously it's not.
Yeah,
It's not really child friendly, I guess.
Daft Punk? Daft Punk would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Although I think
interesting.
although
Sure,
I think this is
everyone
a
would love to get those Daft Punk skins.
yeah. Although I think this is a little bit below them to be honest, but
I mean, Fortnite's pretty big right now. I
I
don't
know.
know. Not below,
Below
much.
the musician or below the game?
as in Fortnite is below the musician.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Marshmellow's really big, right? He's popular.
Yeah, he's big, yeah. All I'm saying is like, you know, multiple album of the year awards. But
All right, yeah. No, I'm not saying Daft Punk is amazing.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I don't know. Interesting stuff. I don't know,
Anthony,
it's
what's like an
weird.
Australian star you'd like to see in Fortnite?
No one.
Okay.
No one. Yeah, I mean, it'd be what I'd find interesting if they actually like dropped tracks or whatever in the game and then like had them as their release, kind of like, you know, people release singles onto iTunes and whatever.
Yeah.
I think if they started doing it into games or whatever like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
I don't know.
think this could be effectively monetized? Like, do you think it would go over at all well if Epic was like, hey, to access this game mode, we need like $40 for concert tickets or something?
Ooh. I could see maybe like if you are like a pass, like the season pass, whatever it's called, season pass or battle pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're like a battle pass person, like you got like a ticket to like a certain mode or whatever, like, and that would work. But I think that would be the only way to do it.
They could do like $5 tickets or whatever, like really cheap. I mean, if they uncapped the amount of people, but then server crashes and all that, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess if they had it running, like this event running for a whole day, everybody paid like $5 to get in to see it, they would make their money back rather
Yeah.
than like a 3-hour concert or whatever.
I feel like charging V-Bucks would be the safest way to go, just so you're not directly charging someone money. But
Yeah. Exactly.
And you pay for something in V-Bucks, do you really pay for it at all?
No, V-Bucks aren't even
Not,
real.
it's not a real
fine.
currency, so yeah, of course not.
Hey, you never know. It could be the
At
next
this point,
cryptocurrency.
I was gonna say, are V-Bucks more valuable than Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
No, I think Bitcoin's still decently high up there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like $8,000 over here,
Yeah,
I think.
it is still like a couple thousand per coin.
That's not what it was.
No. I don't think it'll ever hit what it was
No,
again.
No.
No.
It might in another decade, like we saw it.
I think it'll.
But
I
yeah.
reckon it's gonna die out. To be honest, no use for it.
It'll die to regulation, but that's another here nor there.
Hmm.
All right. So, anything else to say about Fortnite concerts?
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's cool. As weird and as I get esoteric. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's so weird. Like, hey, let's not actually have a real concert with real people. We're just gonna virtually get together. It's just that weird. Like,
It's
the
2019.
future's coming. Like, we're virtually listening to concerts, man.
Thank you, future.
When we
This is
reach
good.
like SAL full dive levels, will it really matter?
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
I mean,
go read my
VR
article about that on culturegaming.com in our anime section where I talked about SAO and futurism. Anyway, what were you saying, Anthony?
VR is already here, so they could very easily do something, even like live concerts or whatever, through VR. So that could be something that's around the corner. You never know.
That's where it gets weird. And you just like look this way, and there's another head that's just like looking at you all weird. You're like, oh no.
I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent, but
the
when,
PTSD.
do you guys, when do you guys see the next resurgence of VR happening? Because it's been quiet.
No.
It's been quiet, really quiet since like 2015.
I feel like when they finally get that one out that like doesn't have all the wires and like
Okay.
Yeah.
is like
That's
go ahead.
not overly expensive. Like any person can kind of pick it up.
Okay, so according to AMD, like later this year, from like
Yeah.
the prototype I played at CES, they wanted it out later this year.
What do they call affordable though?
Like $400, $500.
Yeah, I mean that's $800 here, so that's out of the question.
I mean that's
So-
relatively affordable for like a new gadget. Like your phone's like, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
phones are
yeah.
expensive now, right?
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's the thing we're talking though about when it's going to be actually affordable for everyone, not when it's just going to be like, okay, well, this is the newest thing, so it's going to be
Yeah.
the most expensive.
Yeah.
True.
Kind of like with the, I'd say more with the 3DS than with the Switch, just because you can still play good games and it's much less expensive, and there are a lot of good entry points. But
Yeah.
I think VR is slow, like quietly killing it though, like, especially like PlayStation VR. Like we had the Groundhog Day game announced today, but like there's just a bunch of weird stuff on those platforms that like are cool. I've yet to try Thumper. Yeah, I really want to try Thumper VR.
And the whole
that's awesome
VR
in
experience.
I'm gonna have a heart attack probably in the back end.
I think something.
no,
Oh, good.
I was just gonna say, last year for PSVR was actually pretty big with Astrobot and Moss and
I
Firewall
have
Zero
both.
Hour,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beat Saber.
There's lots of
Tetris
cool
Effect.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
it's
Beat
a-
Saber is cool, but like, I don't know, I still think VR is still lacking that really killer IP that everyone wants to play. Like, can you imagine if like they stuck like a mainline Legend of Zelda game on like a VR headset or something? You know, just like something to absolutely sell the system.
True.
It's still lacking that. To be
It's still you still have to plug it into something.
yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be like resurge in a sense until they sort out the tech completely, make it completely wireless, give it a decent battery life, like 2 to 3 hours or whatever,
Okay.
and make it affordable to everyone, like $200-$300. I reckon that'll only be because it's had its chance in a sense for this for this gen of VR.
Yeah.
It's kind of had its chance. So until they kind of sort everything out with it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
reckon
look at
we're
like
gonna see a resurge.
the PSVR. Like when it went on sale for like $200, I feel like I bought one. Like I feel like a lot of people bought
Yep.
like PSVRs when they went on sale.
It still didn't really boost it though that much.
I think it. Well, I mean, it definitely got people who were like, "Oh, that's a cool thing, but I don't want to spend all this money on it." And then like, "Oh, $200,
Yeah, okay.
dude, I'll spend $200 on VR. That's awesome."
I would say the next big step besides wireless VR is going to be finding a better way to deal with VR sickness.
Yes.
Just because
Yeah.
regular gaming, it's not even a thought for people who outside of those with epilepsy. But
Yeah.
yeah, until they can get to the point where it's just like second nature to throw on a headset and not even have to worry about anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
I
still
imagine-
not.
And
I
then,
imagine playing Doom in VR. You guess.
oh, I played it.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, it's,
I
Oh,
played.
really?
it's not too bad.
It's bad because the controls are bad, not
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
get sick.
Yeah,
I think I played Fallout in VR. Was that a thing?
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Dude, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
one
And
of
Skyrim.
that was one of the weirdest things of Fallout. Like, because like Skyrim was not good. Fallout was weird because I could just move with like without like the teleporting, and I just felt like I was on skates. I was just like, oh, I'm moving like just like this, and like it was so weird.
Yeah.
And like you could cheat too, because like, oh, you normally take the stairs up there. I was like, I'll just kind of like, shoot my little paintball like teleporter up there. Now I'm up
Yeah.
here, and like, and I remember like playing it, and it was like you would have died now, but we turned dying off. I got that thing like 500 times. So how disorienting it was to play, and like how not well it felt.
Yeah, I think that's another like movement in VR games in general is probably, I don't want to say the last big hurdle, but that is a massive hurdle that's kind of near the end of really mainline VR stuff coming.
yeah. Especially for PlayStation, they need to come out with some kind of new move controllers because the current way of moving around is just like you were saying, throwing that little paintball or whatever to
Yeah.
where you want to move. It's just it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what the game is, but yeah.
And
Sure.
apologies to Cyber Shoes at CES, but your guys' way isn't the future. Okay.
Is it like shoes you put on, then you can
It's like
walk around?
straps you strap onto your shoes or feet, and like you kick your feet to get a little like like how mice used to have the little trackball at the bottom. Get one of
Sure.
those rolling, and that's how you do
Ooh.
movement.
That's
You
an
go put
interesting
lasers in them.
Huh?
concept. But...
Yeah. Do like laser Cyber Shoes. Yeah.
Man, did you guys try that?
Yeah, we did. We have a video on it.
Oh, I
that-
want to watch the video.
that
How
Sean needs to.
You guys
Yeah.
You guys must look so stupid.
We
Just,
do.
like,
We do.
dancing around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
do.
looks
Well,
fantastic.
you're sitting down during it though.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
a little less, but
But it's
that's
like, you have to,
even
like,
weirder
lift-
though, because you're like,
You have to
Just, like-
lift your legs off the ground like constantly, and then just like kick at just the right height to get the ball going. Yeah.
ooh, I want a good skateboard game. Like that'd be cool if you had like a skateboard game. You can like
Oh
get
yeah,
the
that'd
track.
be neat. That'd be neat.
Sick. That'd actually be cool.
But yeah, because I was privy to some information at AMD the last day, and the guy probably shouldn't have told me this. Later in 2019,
Ooh,
they
hot
have
scoops.
they have a wireless VR headset coming out. And,
From AMD.
Yeah, I believe they're branding it under an HTC like Vive type product.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
they've been in collaboration with them. It's wireless beyond the point of the Vive Pro and everything. And yeah,
I'm
It-
assuming
it-
that's for PC, not
Yes,
like
for
everything
PC.
built into it. Okay.
it's for PC. And it works. It has it works. It works very well. Very impressed with it. Stay
Cool.
tuned later this year, probably.
Let's see. Right?
Yeah. All right.
$599 US.
Honestly, yeah. Things
You'll get a second job for it.
things might be expensive. All right, so yeah, we were just talking about Fortnite. Oh, like one topic back there.
We were.
Yeah, so Fortnite, a little game you might have heard of, is developed by another little developer you might not have heard of called Epic Games. And well, they have their own store trying to compete with Steam. And well, a really big release for February 19 is Metro Exodus, which is of course the third game in the Metro franchise, is going to be exclusively on the Epic Games Store now. They have pulled sale from Steam, and it will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store. However, if you pre-ordered from Steam, those will still be honored, which is good, but yeah. And Valve's not too happy about it, quote unquote. They say it's unfair for Metro Exodus to have pulled the sale from the Steam store.
Yeah, I don't know about that wording, but yeah.
I mean, that's a direct quote.
I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know if unfair
It
is
was a
the word
mistranslation.
Yeah.
you should be using.
I have some interesting thoughts on
All right, well, go ahead, go for it.
as far as, well, I mean, the whole use of unfair is a little bit overboard, but I kind of see this as a bit of a interesting move. I'm not going to say anything bad just because of what's currently going on with the site and whatnot. But I mean, they could have done this so much earlier. They could have kind of
Yeah.
taken this off, you know, they've given them 15 days notice or whatever.
Mhm.
Comes out February 15th or whatever it is. I think it is.
This happened a few days ago, though, so.
I know, but pre-orders have been up for what? 4 or so months or
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a few at the very start.
Should probably not don't pre-order.
Right, yeah.
It might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
But they could have done this at the start. I think what's kind of happened, Epic's kind of turned around to them and said, hey, we'll give you a sweet deal if you come over to us exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've just ditched Steam, which, yeah,
Weird.
I kind of see that as a bit of a not very nice move in their sense. But hey, they're the developers of the game, they can do whatever they want. But I think Steam kind of needs to put in something that's going to stop companies from doing this in the future. If you come on with us, for a certain amount of time, you're with us. You can't bail out. That's it.
Oh, I'm sure they're changing their contracts now.
They're working,
Yeah.
they're working
Yeah.
on new terms of use for
Mhm.
publishers. Do you think? All right, so I kind of view this. It's like this might have gone like 2 or 3 ways here in the background. So one of them is that this could be like a publicity stunt for Metro Exodus, because now people are talking about Metro Exodus now, and they have to compete with the same release date as Anthem. You know, it's like, or not as Anthem, as like other games. I think like Jump Force and whatnot.
Everything else.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of
like,
games.
yeah, they have to compete with a lot of games in February, which again, I have a top 5 games released in February video on youtube.com/culturegaming. But anyway, man, the shill is strong today.
Great plug.
Yeah, the shill is strong today. But and then the other way I see this going down is like maybe they're trying to send a message saying it's like, hey, developers really like the 90-10 split that Epic offers us. Steam, you're kind of archaic in that regard.
Yeah.
Which maybe, and then the third one is maybe Epic did some lobbying towards Metro, be like, hey, do an exclusivity deal with us or something. We'll pay you some money. Also.
Come on over.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Omar, which one of these 3 options do you think is the most likely?
I was actually going to mention something else. I just want to say that I feel like this is a terrible idea. Not just because, oh no, for Steam, they were so mean to Steam. How could they? They hurt their feelings. But it's a terrible thing to do to the people who pre-ordered the game on Steam. It's like, yep, you're going to get this game next month, and it's like, nope, a couple of weeks out from when you think you're going to start playing it, we're going to say, too bad, you're not going to be able to play it on Steam until next year.
Well, no, the Steam pre-orders are still
So,
honored,
yeah,
though.
you get the game.
Yeah, you get the game
you
you
get the
pre-ordered.
game. Okay.
Yeah.
And all
Alright,
support
got it.
and everything. Like if you have issues with the game, Steam's still going to help you out with it.
But
Yeah.
just like
They
from the point at which they announced it, you could no longer pre-order it on Steam, put it on the Epic Store, and it's like you'll only be able to buy it on the Epic Store from this point forward.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay. Now, an interesting thing that's actually happened, people have actually review bombed the game on Steam. They've actually gone out and given it like 1 star or 1 like little dot or whatever it is on Steam. And there's like literally 500 reviews or whatever on it.
That's why they
It's
left,
just
man.
1
That's why they
star.
left.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they left. Like,
Oh,
no, we
man.
don't want to deal with this stuff. Get out of here. Get off this page.
Ace Combat 7 got review bombed.
Because of the glitches?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
silly.
People legit thought it was just Project Aces being lazy and doing a bad port.
Man.
Yeah.
Turn off. I'm glad that Epic doesn't have the like forum page, right?
Yeah.
This is why they don't have it.
Just for this purpose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Andrew, which one of those options do you think is most likely?
Oh boy, probably the 90-10 split is obvious, like enticing, right?
Okay.
Just more money in your pocket. And I'm sure publicity. I think they're all true, probably
Okay.
to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
Like Metro. There's another really big game. Is it Anthem? Is it the one that's coming the same day?
No.
There's another.
Anthem is, I think it's like Jump Force or something is coming out.
No, there's like an actual big game. Jump Force.
Crackdown 3? No.
Boy, maybe.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I saw a Twitter poll the other day. It was like, which one are you excited for?
All right. While you guys are looking that up, I'll answer the question since I didn't before.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's majority just that Epic probably threw a ton of money at Metro, at the developers of Metro behind the scenes, because like we were talking about how close it was to release.
Oh, okay.
They must have given them just some ridiculous amount of money to make that change so close to the release date.
We just had an autoplay video, Joe. I'm going to respond to that really quick, but Metro Exodus Jump Force, Far Cry New Dawn, and Crackdown 3 all release on the same day, February
There it is,
15th.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So good luck to him.
And
Are you
wow.
sure Crackdown 3 is coming out?
You know what? There's actually been some preview impressions up on some sites recently.
Yeah,
So if you're interested, check those
Might
out.
be real.
it's not looking too good.
It doesn't seem like it's good, but we never know.
You never know.
What I was going to say as well, could this be like a fourth scenario where development, like costs and everything for Metro have kind of gone a little bit over budget? So
they
they've
just
kind
wanna-
of gone to Epic and said, hey, can we transfer for you guys because you're going to take less of a cut from us compared to Steam?
Mm-hmm.
We can't afford Steam, or what? This is all speculation, obviously. I'm not saying that this has actually happened. But do we think that could have happened? Or it's a bit too late in production, I guess, for that to kind of happen as well. Or they're just trying to recoup costs, even. I don't know.
I mean, it could be a faster and easier path to recoup costs. Also, you never know. You know, it's like
yeah.
Are there games that are just exclusive to Steam? Like they get every. You know what I'm saying? Besides like Counter-Strike and.
oh well, I mean, Counter-Strike Global Offensive isn't even exclusive to Steam.
It's not. Where do you
No,
get that?
Xbox 360 and whatnot. Like they had a
Oh,
CS:GO
Wait,
port
is that on 360?
Yeah, it is, and it's really bad. You shouldn't play CS:GO on
Yeah,
360. But yeah, but,
I
yeah,
just
it's
yeah.
like that.
Because like you don't see a lot of like places doing like.
A lot of
Exclusive.
VNs are exclusive to Steam, especially like more adult-oriented visual novels because of Steam's policy towards it
Sure.
now. So
Right.
But I mean, like in a case of like a big thing, like you're not,
AAA, nah, not
yeah,
really.
you're not getting too many like this is just coming on Steam nowhere else.
Epic's had
Arma.
that really good.
Arma
What
has
was
only
that?
been on Steam.
Okay, well, there
Yeah,
you go.
Arma's decently huge. Let's
I
see.
think
It's just
all
weird.
the water tanks and water warships and all that are
They have their
They
own
have a-
stuff.
Yeah, they have a wargaming thing, don't they?
Yeah.
yeah, true.
And they have like
true.
their own stuff and everything. Like most of them
True.
just have their own launcher.
Yeah. It's just weird that they're
Um,
doing like exclusive to launchers, like just wild. Like I know people don't want to install like the Fortnite launcher at the Epic store because it's just another launcher.
You can get alright, see, I guess I've had like the Epic client or whatever on my PC for so long because I've tooled around with the UE4 before, and that's how they distributed it. So, anyway.
For such a kind of, I guess it's kind of a young launcher, which Epic is. It may have been around for quite some time, but for something that's kind of just jumped into the limelight the way it has now, they've gotten a ton of exclusives to go onto them, which is quite interesting. Like we might, in a couple of years, Steam might be like in Epic's place, like the way they were 6 months ago, and Epic might be where Steam is.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Never know.
To keep an eye on.
There have been really, like, this is posted the past few days on r/PCMR about, like, all the launchers and everything that are out there right now. You guys remember Bethesda has their own launcher?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't use it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't work very well.
It's like Bethesda has their own launcher. GOG.com has their own launcher also.
I should mention
Gog.
Fallout 76 exclusive to BethesdaNet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, well, good. Keep it there. I
Yeah.
don't want it.
I don't want it anywhere.
So if you're looking to get that game, you know which launcher to download.
I have a
Yeah, you will download it, then it will delete your whole download, and then you'll have to re-download it again.
Do people even want to buy that game nowadays? Like, I swear they should have pulled it from sale.
They haven't. I don't
Oh,
think.
okay. Bethesda's
like
E3 this
$20
year is going to be
now.
awkward.
There was that rumor about it because it from some EB Games in Australia, I think it was. But it just turned out to be a false rumor.
Oh, okay.
Whether they pulled it?
Well, that they were that it was going to go free.
Go free to play, I think, right? Yeah.
Oh, free to play. Well, they pulled it here at one stage. Weren't selling
Oh.
it for like 2 weeks, and then put
Damn.
it back on.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Bethesda's E3 conference is going to be so awkward this year.
E3 is going to be weird this year in general.
Yeah, no Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Xbox wants to take over Sony stage and everything also now.
We'll see
Whoa,
how
really?
Yeah.
how relevant E3 is. You
Yeah, I
know?
read a quote that was like from like Phil Spencer or whatever. He was like, Xbox wants to be as big as it can be with the absence of Sony and E3 this year or something. Yeah. So.
I wonder if someone else might jump in that spot instead, but
What is it?
see who's
Devolver
big
Digital?
enough. Yeah. They always have a good showing.
So really?
I'll have to be pretty inebriated to enjoy the
Good
show.
is an interesting adjective.
Yeah.
I just have a different kind of humor. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Any last thoughts about Metro Exodus onto the Epic Games Store?
Just a bit of a bummer. Like, if you, I don't know, can you play that game with friends? Is that a friend
No.
playing game?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Single player, isn't it?
I say maybe that would affect like how you play with friends. Only single player then. I guess it's not. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Besides, like, you just having to download something else you don't want to download.
Yeah. All right. So, that's going to wrap us up then. So, Omar, where can the good people find you on Twitter?
On Twitter, you can find me at OBBANAT. I post about my articles and my cat, different kinds of things, a lot of Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, how about yourself?
You can find me Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Duronsky, DRONSKI. Post about a lot about beer and such. SF Beer Week is this week, so I'm excited.
I've heard about that actually.
Yeah, get some beer this week. I just kegged up my beer last night, so I'm excited to drink that today. Eventually, maybe.
I can see it in the background. The brewing
Yeah,
stuff.
I got
Are
my
you doing
stuff.
it in a Home Depot bucket?
No, that's
Okay.
that's just for.
That's a reservoir. Okay.
I throw stuff in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got my little fermenter.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
fun stuff.
And then Anthony.
Twitter, I guess. I don't really post there, but whatever. I do like all of the site stuff. If you want to be on Twitter, I am SameAntman19 on Twitter. I managed to change my username, which was good. And I think I had something else, but I can't remember. So whatever, doesn't matter.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at INFERIUSELLECON, as well as posting writings and videos to the website and whatnot. And then a couple other things. Let's see. Retro Rumble has switched over to a recording format. Well, what's up?
Your favorite games releasing this week, Fear the Wolves.
Oh, is it? Like, it's coming out of
Yeah.
early access?
February 6th. Heck yeah.
I remember that game. You tried to stream that. Tried.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's last year's meme. Pretty solid right there. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, we forgot about games releasing this week.
That was like a little hint.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
I'm sorry. Anthony, go ahead.
You forgot about it last week as well.
I was going to say, I was like, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
That's all good. So for February 5th, we have The Occupation, which is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Etrian, I think that's how you pronounce it. Odyssey Nexus is going to 3DS on February the 5th as well. There's a lot of stuff coming February 5th.
Okay.
Spike Volleyball is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, also on February the 5th. Evo Land Legendary Edition is going to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, February 5th, 7th, and 8th. I'm guessing that's February 5th for North America, 7th for Europe, and maybe 8th for Australia. I'm not too sure. Glass Masquerade is going to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on February the 5th, and also February the 8th. The Path of Motus is going to Switch on February the 5th as well. Riot Civil Unrest is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on February the 5th as well. Pipe Push Paradise is going to PS4 and Xbox One on February the 5th. Away Journey to the Unexpected is going to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC, also on February the 5th. 39 Days to Mars is going to Xbox One on February the 6th. Fear the Wolves is going to PC on February the 6th. And Sultan Sanctuary is going to Xbox One on February the 6th.
Oh, weird.
Astroneer official launch is going to PC and Xbox One on February the 6th as well. Solistus Chronicles MIA is going to Switch on February the 7th. The Division 2 private beta is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on February the 7th. Pumped BMX Pro is going to PC, Xbox One, and Switch on February the 7th.
I'm pumped.
God
for that
Eater,
game.
yeah, sure. God Eater 3 is going to PC and PS4 on Xbox One on February the 8th. Bold New World is going to PC on February the 8th. Stunt Kite Party is going to Switch on February the 8th. Macrotus, A Mother's Journey is going to PC on February the 8th as well. City of Brass for Switch on February the 8th. Odalus, I'm guessing it is. The Dark Call is going to Switch on February the 8th. Anakin, the Unstoppable Edition, is going to Switch on February the 8th as well. And Blaze Blue Central Fiction Special Edition is going to Switch on February the 8th. And that's it for this week.
Man, that was kind of a lot.
A lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
February and March, chock full.
Mhm.
And then I think it kind of slows down until E3. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of like release dates announced.
Mm.
all right. And then, as we were with the Twitter stuff, I am at INFERIUSELLECON. And tweet about all sorts of things there. So go check that out. And then you can talk to any one of us on the show by going to the COG Community Discord. Once again, an invite link is in the sidebar of the main site, which is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys. Oh, wait, before I do this, make sure you tune in to the new Podcast Plus on Sundays, which is going to be a little bit like 12 p.m. CST tomorrow, but it's usually like 4 or 5 p.m. CST in general. Also here on twitch.tv/cultureofgaming. And Retro Rumble has... Oh, okay.
Nintendo. Okay, sure.
Okay. And then Retro Rumble has switched over to recording only, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. And then, yeah, so those...
We're going to be talking about Earthbound in the next episode.
Okay. So wait for that to be posted. Yes. Anyway, so thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you guys next week.